Virgo, my darlings, welcome into your reading. My name is Millie. This is the Ghost Bride Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us here. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, like, share, subscribe, do all that jazz, and then we will get right on into your reading today, my darlings. So I'm going to run through some channel messages that my team and I have pulled through for you, and then we will get into the tarot portion. So a couple of cards have fallen out in your pre-shuffle. We've got the King of Cups and the Judgment card coming through. So there is some kind of, emotional awakening or emotional harmony that you're starting to come into play with this month. Spirit is talking a lot about like the stopping and starting. Like I'm pretty tempted to like end this video and begin again, but I'm not going to. Yeah, Spirit's been talking to me a lot about towers coming through and clear slates and things like that happening for people. So the energy is pretty intense at the moment. And yeah, I want to push forward with this reading. So we're off to a little bit of a rocky start here, but we're going to keep going anyway. So a few of the channel messages that we've got for you guys are around this tower. Yeah, Spirit's talking about keeping your faith. Spirit's talking about showing up whether or not you feel prepared. Yeah, I do see you guys still forging ahead, so to speak. And there is a lot of stuff coming through around like new beginnings that are very much heart-centered beginnings. Now, if you're feeling that you're in, the chaos of the rubble or the chaos of the tower coming down and you're really in this intense energy, Spirit's saying that you will start to see heart shapes along your path, whether they be like in nature, whether they be like little stickers that kind of show up in your realm. I'm definitely seeing a lot about heart-shaped items that are kind of just coming through to support your new beginning is how Spirit's presenting it. Now, you may be feeling a little bit defensive at this point in time. I am getting a lot of stuff coming through around like changes in relationships, yeah, and the structure of relationships changing and things like that. So being really careful with yourself through this time and really patient with yourself is probably one of the biggest things. Spirit's also saying some of you guys will be like surrounded by butterflies at this point in time, and that's a really beautiful sign from the afterlife that your guides are there supporting you and helping you throughout whatever's going on for you guys. Spirit's also saying that for a lot of you at this time, Virgo, there will be a strong female guide that's either emerging or really presenting in the way that is of assistance to you at this time. Yeah, so Spirit's saying close contact and easy to follow signs. So whenever you see a sign from the universe, if it gives you that internal, little, just take it as whatever presents to you, and then try to find some comfort with that. Yeah, Spirit's saying there are obvious signs from the afterlife, and some of you may be getting fearful of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, definitely feel free to hit me up in the comments or the email even. But more than anything, try to just trust. Yeah, trust in your guides, trust in your ancestors, trust in the messages that you're receiving from Spirit. Yeah, and try to have faith that there's not much to be scared of. Now I kind of do, I'm getting 333 on the timer, but yeah, I do kind of want to restart this. And I'm not going to at this point in time. We are just going to flow with it and see what Spirit brings through for you guys. A lot of stuff coming through around puzzle pieces and like putting those puzzle pieces into place and feeling like you're beginning to get the full picture. They're also talking about tulips and tiger lilies, the flowers specifically. Also something around Polaroids might be coming up for you guys this month. Spirit's also talking about a beautiful environment begins within. Yeah, and a lot of us know this to be true, but it's harder to put into practice sometimes. So if you're really struggling with like, chaotic things happening around you, potentially things crumbling down around you in that form of the tower, then yeah, really trying to cultivate, peace and harmony within, and really harnessing that King of Cups energy is going to be like your best bet to like getting through this, is how Spirit's presenting it. What they're also talking about is that you're developing a deeper understanding of connection at this point in time. And this can be human connection, this can be spiritual connection, this can be whatever it is for you. But I am seeing you like developing a deeper understanding of that and like really feeling like the pieces are starting to make sense. Spirit's talking about an intensified dream state at this point in time. And actually, like for some of you, that may be a little bit like overwhelming or exhausting in some way. Like I was up in my dream state all of last night, so I've woken up feeling like quite exhausted from that. Yeah, even though I was technically asleep, I was quite busy in the dream realm, and so that could be coming up for you guys as well. Spirit's also saying that this month you may receive an apology from someone. I'm specifically hearing please forgive me. And this also could be you extending that apology to somebody, but definitely highlighted here in your reading. Spirit's also talking about like bizarre wildlife, and then specifically dead birds. And we did get this in the Capricorn reading, but it's also showed up here in your reading. I'm also hearing something around bounced, whether that's like a ball or a check. I am hearing the word bounced. I'm also getting stuff around the Seven Sisters and the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades star system. I'm also getting something around the Bear star system. So that might be of interest to you guys. You might want to look into that and how that could take. There is something about this wanting to stop and not stopping. That is part of your message, because like 3 or 4 times now I've wanted to just like this video and I haven't. So that's definitely coming into your message here. Something about the assisting in the transition. Yeah, so this is again that strong female guide coming through to help and assist you guys. I'm seeing a broom, so that could also be like helping with the cleanup process of whatever's come through with this tower. Like there is assistance around you is how Spirit's presenting it. I am seeing you guys be really busy at this point in time, like really busy. Something about a deadline might be coming up for you as well. This could be personal or professional. Spirit's also talking about the color purple and specifically the amethyst crystal and how that can be assisting you. I'm also seeing a purple blanket, and I am hearing Saint Germain. Right now with your reading, Virgo, I actually began channeling these messages under the title of Cancer, and then Spirit said to me, no, it's for Virgo. So you may want to go back and watch the last Cancer reading on the channel, because Saint Germain, I believe, came up in that reading, or maybe it was the reading before. Check that. Okay, numbers for you guys are 33 this month, and then 414. I was also getting 112, and I'm hearing 1111. So we've just gone through the 1111 portal as well. So we're still kind of feeling the effects of that. I'm filming this on the 12th. Spirit's saying that there's a lot to do with official documents this month for you guys, Virgo, and whether this is you signing or like Spirit saying consolidating. I am hearing compiling evidence as well for some of you. Yeah, this could be around a lot of things. It does feel more personal than professional, but yeah, putting that energy where it fits for you guys. I'm also hearing that you'll be reading something this month that forever alters your life. Yeah, and excuse me, this came through really strong. Yeah, it does feel like something that's just going to come to you organically. I don't think you'll need to like seek out this information, but there is something that you will read this month that's going to dramatically change things for you. And they're also now leading me back to the puzzle pieces. So that could be like that final piece of the puzzle just kind of slotting into place for you guys. A lot of stuff around the solar plexus chakra, and also a lot of stuff around purging this month. So things do seem to be like quite heavy in your energy as I've come into it. And then there's kind of this energy that you are working through things quite quickly. Yeah, I am seeing like a fast pace here. Spirit saying the 10 of Wands into the 8 of Wands. So it does feel like anything that was burdening you or holding you down or slowing you down or really like had been quite a long, difficult process, it seems like you're finding some kind of solution with that. And then moving into the 8 of Wands, I am seeing like a lot of communication back and forth and feeling really good in that state. Yeah, so there's a lot here for you guys. Spirit's also saying something around a lighthouse might be significant for you guys this month. And then I was also getting something around black ink, and that could be again connected to that official documents thing. A few names that I've got for you guys are Melanie, Amy, I got Lewis, and then I got Louise, and then Lily as well. So whether this is someone that you're interacting with or dealing with, or whether these names just kind of show up around you, just paying attention if you do come into contact with these people. Spirit's also saying that angels walk among us. And, you know, I know this to be true, but sometimes it's nice to get that little reminder, yeah, that there is Spirit's saying shepherds. Yeah, like shepherds. Like with sheep is what I'm saying. And I'm also getting something around X marks the spot. So Spirit's last message for you guys, Virgo, is that Earth is our mother and we are all homeschooled. And I love that message so much. I really love that message. I think it's so beautiful. So yeah, Spirit's also saying that, you know, with that homeschooling, you know, they're talking about eternal evolution and cosmic expansion and strong frequencies around pleasure and desire coming through for you guys this month. So really like paying attention to what you actually find pleasure in, whether that's relationships, whether that's the things that you're doing, whether that's, you know, whatever's showing up for you guys here. A lot of stuff around, you know, Earth is our mother and we are all homeschooled. Yeah, and there's no right or wrong way to learn. It's how Spirit's presenting that. Stuff as well for you guys this month around poetry and also a significant ritual or ceremony that's taking place this month. Spirits, they're saying an annual event. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much all we had for your channel messages. Oh yeah, we also got that Motorhead song, the Ace of Spades. And something about motorcycles now, and specifically a chopper is what Spirit's saying. And there's motorbikes on the back of this. Look how cool this is. I love this. All right, my darling. So we're going to move into your tarot portion now. And I'm getting the time 12:21, so we will add that to your times as just another little confirmation for you guys. All right, so what we're going to look at is, all right, so we're going to get some support from the other side. We're going to get some support from your ancestors, support from your angels and your guides. There is a lot going on within the headspace for you guys at this point in time, and I do think that there's like a real sense of trying to figure things out, really trying to like, you know, slot all those puzzle pieces together is how Spirit's presenting it, but also doing so while under pressure is what they're saying. So I'm now seeing a pressure cooker and a diamond. Yeah, so for some of you, there's a family reunion that's coming into play this month, and I see that being a really exciting event for you. Some of you have also had, you know, the loss of someone recently, and I am seeing I'm with the rest of the family and I have become one of your guides. So this could be someone that's, you know, recently transitioned, or this could be someone that transitioned quite a while ago, and, you know, they're starting to show up in your life now as one of your guides. I am seeing you starting to like understand the communication between them a little bit better. That's a really beautiful piece for you guys here. Spirit is bringing in that cosmic connection again. So this could be your star family. This could be your ancestors. This could be just a spirit guide that's really emerging for you at this point in time. Spirit's also talking about they see all of your thoughts. Yeah, not only do they see what you do and how you maneuver through the world and your pain and your struggles, they also see your thoughts. So it comes through in the way of comfort. It does feel like some of you might be a little bit like, get out of my head kind of vibe. But the way that this comes through is that this cosmic connection is there to support you. This cosmic connection will remain. And it's up to you whether or not you would like to lean on that support or even accept that support. Yeah. So really beautiful energy coming through around that. What else do you want to say to Virgo Spirit? All right, I am seeing poetic justice here at the bottom of the deck. So it does feel like things are really coming into balance, but it may have been like that you've had to leave quite a lot behind. Maybe you've had to try and find some kind of emotional stability amid whatever's happening for you guys at this point in time, Virgo. All right, let's have a look. What do your ancestors want you to know? Give me one ancestor to support this. All right, the creature of fire, choose freedom. Beautiful. I'll read this one out to you guys, and then we'll move into your tarot. All right, so the creature of fire, choose freedom. Look at you, riding up on your own white horse. You are a leader, your vision for personal liberation is clear, your passion is fired up, and we are full steam ahead. Your enthusiasm and confidence are magnetic. In matters of love, you may not be able to distinguish love from lust, and you may not care. This energy is irresistible. In matters of career, your lust for life is propelling you forward. Get ready for change. The moment is right to make a shift happen. The creature of fire is the animal spirit lion. I can't say the name. I will show you. This is an ancestral lion spirit in her battle against the colonizers of Zimbabwe. That is significant. The battle against the colonizers is very significant, okay? Ancestral medicine. My beautiful child, sometimes your intense, fiery energy can be all over the place. Bit like the beginning of this video. You are quick to anger. Get grounded. Go to nature and put your feet in the earth, the sand, or the ocean. Touch grass. It's great to be bursting with energy, but calm down and take a moment. You are doing too much. Knight of Wands. I am on fire. I make it happen. All right, the shadow aspect of this is frustration is the energy of the moment as you are unsure of how or why to move ahead. You are filled with fear. You have been asking, what if I reveal my true self? What if I don't? Is the real question. So there's a lot going on for you guys in the way of personal expansion, personal development, even like personal stability. Yeah, I am seeing for quite a lot of you that the spiritual awakening has the process has really begun. Spirit's saying the process is amping up even for some of you, and that can be really how you're going at certain times. Yeah, so really going to nature, grounding that energy in, asking for assistance from your guides and your angels, asking for assistance from other spiritual beings. Like there's a lot that can be done to kind of support you at this point in time. Now, Spirit has actually led me to the Poetic Justice page, so I'm going to read that one to you guys as well. I'm not going to go through and try and find the card. All right. So if there is an important decision to be made, weigh all sides carefully. Things are working out in your favor, but you must be decisive and move forward. You are in control of your own destiny. Take responsibility for the energy you bring, who you are, and how you live your one wild and magical life. Stop making excuses. No one else is coming to clean things up. Nobody else is going to save you. Repeat, if it's going to be me, it's up to me. Here comes the judge. This ancestor is a truth teller. Integrity matters. The judge comes forward as Sakarabru, god of the moon cycles, judgment, healing, harvest, and retribution for the Agni people of Guinea. Some of your ancestors had to be wishy-washy to survive. Clarity is required. The shadow aspect of this card is be patient, walk carefully right now. This should go without saying, but try to stay away from anything illegal. You may even be wrongly accused at this time. You may feel mistreated. Old drama may be brought to the forefront. If you are found guilty of something, make amends. The tarot correspondence is justice, and the declaration is every day in exciting ways. Things are working out for me. So it does seem like you guys are really in like the what is going on with life kind of moment, and I really feel like Spirit's going to come through and kind of clear the slate for you, clear the path, maybe even like I'm definitely seeing a lot of ancestral support coming down at this point in time. Okay, my darlings, let's move into your tarot portion because I am feeling like this reading's a bit of a wackadoo. All right, so we are going to... We're just going to look at internal realm versus external realm, and then we'll get some advice. All right, my darlings, so I'm going to be... I'll just pull this down so you guys can see it a bit better. All right. I'll leave these ones out. So I'm gonna, like, internal realm, it does seem like you guys are starting to find stability. I am seeing you starting to gain a sense of control, maybe even feeling that you're gaining like quite a bit of wisdom at this point in time that's really supportive of your journey. I am feeling like there is this want for freedom. There is this like desire for freedom. There is this desire to kind of like, Spirit's even saying like drop a few of those wands, like some of your responsibilities, some of the things that are happening around you at this point in time could really feel like, you know, they're detrimental on where you would like to be, where you would like to even expand is how Spirit's showing it to me. All right, my darlings. Show me what I need to see. See, everything's feeling like it's all over the shop. Yeah, there is a lot of anxiety around your energy. There is a lot of like feeling like maybe you don't have all the answers, feeling like maybe you can't see a solution, feeling like maybe, you know, all of the internal wisdom that you've gained, like now what do you do with it is kind of the energy that's coming through here. Okay, Spirit, show me what I need to see for Virgo. Yeah. So that internal realm is already showing me that there's some kind of conflict. Yeah, whether this is something that you have. Spirit saying set your sights upon. What I'm actually getting is there's something that you've seen. That's what's happening here. You've seen something that's either brought you wisdom, that's either brought you an internal sense of peace. Yeah, and now there's like an incongruence of what am I going to do with it? How am I going to bring this to other people? Maybe it's going to cause a tower. Yeah, there is something around this that seems to be like very much challenging you at this point in time, but it's challenging you in the way of other people or things external to you. Yeah, internally, it's like you can see this block. There is something that you are like, it's a hold up is how Spirit's saying it to me. Like what you want to do, what you want to say, what you want to bring here with this king, or even what you're expecting to come from it as well. It does seem to come with a little bit of a challenge. Like how are we going to get through this 5 and back to the 10? Maybe this is going to be upsetting to other people. Maybe this is going to be something that's like going to completely throw others for a loop. That is kind of how this energy is coming through. See, and for some of you, right, with the Queen of Wands, it's like a lack of personal power. It's a lack of feeling like you've got like the confidence or even the drive or even the backing to get this done. There is something about this that's really showing me that there's something that you've learned. There's something that you're starting to come to terms with in some way that feels really good. Yeah, but it was a complete shift, a complete wake-up call, like something that was really even like, you know, maybe something that you've judged other people harshly for, maybe something that you've judged yourself harshly for. There is something here within this that's telling me that you feel that you're being prevented from finding your full happiness. You feel that you're being prevented from even presenting this new way of being to people or places that you really care about, yeah? Show me external realm for Virgo, please, Spirit. 9 of Swords. The Hanged Man. It did want to come out in reverse. One more. The Star. Okay. Right, so what I'm getting is that there's sacrifices that you don't want to make. There's sacrifices that you're not entirely sure you should make. There's sacrifices or a vulnerability even that you would like to show. And there's a whole heap of anxiety around this. I definitely feel like this is connected to other people in some way, shape or form, and people that you very deeply care about, with the King of Cups being there. Yeah, I am seeing this maybe even being like closely impacting the home as well, with the Emperor card and the Star surrounding that 10 of Cups. There does seem to be something that you're either in control of or feel that you should be in control of, and that does seem to be presenting an issue here. See, for some of you, you may be like retreating into the cave. For some of you, there is like this sense of like a mountain that you've got to overcome in order to get where it is that you would like to be. There is a very strong link to water signs with this reading as well, because I'm now seeing the Pisces card here. So it could even be a Pisces that's kind of preventing you from moving forward. There is something in this energy that's telling me that your consideration of other people is probably at the forefront of your mind at this point in time. But what I would like you to do is kind of bring it back to center, bring it back to what your heart is saying, bring it back to what your heart is desiring and the pathway that your heart is kind of, you know, leading you down, as opposed to what the head's trying to say. For a lot of you, there's a decision that needs to be made. For a lot of you, there's a change that's going to come in with this, and you're aware of the change. You can even see the magnitude of the change that's going to come through because you've already experienced it internally. Now it's about bringing it to the external. This does feel like it's very much going to pertain to other people. It's very much going to pertain to even like maybe you're changing things up in such a way where like Spirit's saying to me, like for some of you, you used to prefer like one way of doing things and now you've gone the complete opposite. There is very much like a Spirit saying it's a drastic shift. This could have also been influenced by that spirit guide, because I am really getting this spirit guide energy coming through really, really strong around this. For some of you, it's a lack of courage. For some of you, it's a lack of belief that it's going to end where you would like it to end, or go as well as you would like it to go. There is this thing here that's telling me that externally you may even be coming up against like Spirit saying conflicting information. And it's more than opinions. Yeah, it is. It's conflicting information that's maybe even like Spirit's now showing me like two of the same puzzle pieces and trying to put them into something about that. I'm not entirely sure what that one was. All right, show me advice around this energy, because externally it feels like the shift is going to happen regardless. No matter how frightened you are, no matter how nervous you are, no matter how much you might even be trying to prevent this from like being seen, I am seeing this kind of come to light, so to speak, and it does feel like it's going to alleviate not only a lot of your stress at this point in time, but a lot of your fears around how other people are going to take it. This is very much connected to other people here, my darlings. With the Star and the Lovers, it's people that, you know, are very important to you, or are soul family to you, or are people that, you know, you would like to have continued relationship with. All right, so the advice here is that some of you are going to have to walk away from certain energies. The advice here is that there is a cycle that needs to come to a close, and you may be quite resistant about that. Bringing back this Judgment and the King of Cups energy, it does feel like maybe that was the catalyst for whatever this ending is. Like the advice is to put a stop to it. That's what the advice is, and it does feel like a lot of you know exactly what this is, but there is an emotional attachment. Like you don't really want to, or you're fearful, or you're not really entirely sure what awaits around the next bend, is how Spirit's presenting it to me. What I'm saying here is further epiphanies, yeah? So what happened here that kind of was the spark that kind of started all of this. What I'm now seeing is Spirit saying the further you follow the path that has been carved out for you, the further enlightenment you will gain along the way, and you will see how these sacrifices were necessary, but you'll also see that Spirit saying reap the rewards quite quickly. It does feel like this is a lot of energy that they're saying, like it's either people, places, or things that you're doing or considering like walking away from already. Yeah, this is not going to come to you as a surprise. This has been something that's been like a long time brewing, is how Spirit's presenting it. And it may have been that you've been sitting on the fence about this for quite a while. For a lot of you, it's connected very closely to the home, with the Emperor being there. For others of you, this is something that Spirit's saying for a lot of you, this is like a whole new way of being. Like this is a big shift. This is like the mystery of who you are coming to the surface. And you would, I think for a lot of you, you would like to take it at a bit of a slower pace, and Spirit's just like, nah, it's go time. Like go, 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 go is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. And intuitively you are pulled into this, but it does feel like for a lot of you it's like into a completely different world. Like you may feel like you need to have like some protective measures in place. You may feel like you need to like learn to walk in a completely different environment as well, is how Spirit's putting this across. I'm now seeing like snow-capped mountains. Yeah. So for a lot of you, this is not only going to like lead you down a path further into who you are and what your emotions are trying to tell you, but what I am seeing here is like there's a lot to do with destiny that's coming into play here, and it does feel like this is probably a really tough cycle for you, Virgo. Like I'm sending you guys a lot of love, but there's also so much support around you, and I do feel like you can see that support, whether it's in the form of spirit guides, people, places, you know, even animals that are really supportive of you at this point in time. What this is showing me is that it's going to further illuminate what you've potentially been already working on. There is a lot here that's like been already worked at, already. Spirit saying like you've laid the foundation here. For a lot of you, I actually feel like it's you that's potentially like bringing the tower down. I will say that. It does feel like it's you that's going to kind of pull the rug from someone else, from under somebody else, or you're going to be the one that kind of causes this kerfuffle or this. Because there is a sense of accountability at the bottom of the deck. I am seeing you like really taking into account your responsibilities, your actions, what you need to be held accountable for as well in a lot of these areas. And look, the energy is uncomfortable. There's no two ways about it. I do see you being like really uncomfortable at this point in time, but there's something that you've got to either put a swift stop to, and it does feel like it's something that you've already been, you know, edging towards, or it's that it's so emotionally like close to the heart that you don't really want to stop it, or you don't really want to see the end of it, or you're having a tough time of like even seeing the other perspective. Yeah, there is something here that's telling me that maybe you don't want to look at this. Maybe you don't want to deal with this, yeah? And yet, oh yeah, we got that in your channel messages, didn't we? Showing up whether you feel prepared or not. This is showing up for self. That's what this is, Virgo, and it feels really good. It feels like you are absolutely supported on your pathway here. It also feels like it's going to be a delicate pathway for you to be taking. It feels like it's a pathway that is very fast paced with the Chariot, and you may be feeling this sense of like needing to put on your helmet or needing to like hold on for dear life. Let's have a look at the Time Traveler's Oracle to see what's coming through in the near future in support of all of this. I'm seeing breakthrough, I'm seeing courage. Yeah, so I am seeing you find, you know, the courage to stand up. I am seeing you find a solution, so to speak, through this. Show me what Virgo needs to see, please, Spirit. There is this feeling of like not having enough time, or not having said and done everything that needed to be said. Yeah, there is this energy here. Incoming is peace, but at this point in time it doesn't feel like there's much peace. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of stress. It feels like there's a lot of confusion. It feels like there's a lot of anxiety, maybe even like really being overburdened by quite a few things. All right, so what I'm seeing in your incoming is peace, vitality, and stability. Yeah, this is what you're working towards. This is what's coming in the future for you guys. So a connection to Africa and Italy and Iceland in this reading, and then we've also got the sun energy. So this will be illuminated, whether or not it's something that you want to look at, whether or not it's something that you want to deal with. I am seeing this be illuminated, yeah, and there is a miracle to be found here, and it does feel like it's a miracle that is Spirit saying it's a miracle that's entirely personal to you. That's what they're giving me. Like, this is something that you will recognize. You will see it, you will recognize this, and you will have almost immediate appreciation for it. It does actually feel like this is what leads you to that stability. It does feel like you need to kind of Spirit saying be at peace with your decisions. Because there's like one decision that you want to make. That's how I'm saying this. There's like one thing that you want to do, one decision that you want to make, one pathway that you want to traverse down. And it seems like you're allowing other people or other opinions or consideration for other people to kind of like put a stop to where you want to go. Spirit saying to me, like, being at peace with your decisions. If it's true to you, then that's what you need to work with. You have to stand in your truth at any given point in time. I am seeing miracles come from this. I am seeing happiness come from this. I am seeing you be in a place that's far more stable in the future than where you are now. And this is what starts within, and this is the result, so to speak, of that internal Spirit saying to me, right, although there's a lot happening, because I am seeing you be really busy, I am seeing you have like this sense of like, what am I even doing? Yeah, what is even the point? Should I even take another step? Like, that does kind of feel like that's where you're at. And yet I am seeing you have like your eye on the prize. That's how Spirit's presenting this to me. It's like all of these other things, they may just be coming in as distractions. They may be coming in to kind of test your resolve, so to speak. And I really do see you having the wisdom to get through this, but also having the reason to get through this, because this was a huge shift here. This was massive. Yeah, this was something that's undeniably changed you in such a way that it's like locked into place. It's helped you to grow. It's helped you to gain wisdom. And for a lot of you, it feels like it's through a different perspective. Yeah, it's through something that came through that was absolutely shocking, and now it's all making sense. I really don't love this energy for you, Virgo. It feels like you're having a bit of a tough time. So we're going to just get just one little spread for unexpected. Let's do that. Let's see what's unexpected in this for you guys. And then I'm going to close out because this reading feels wacko and I apologize. Okay, so unexpected. The unexpected piece of this is an opportunity to connect with someone on a far deeper level than what you've previously connected with, and it's one other person. When this comes in, this could even be like a little bit like it's a bit of a surprise. It's a bit of a shock. There is something about this that you potentially weren't expecting, and this comes through in the form of another person and the connection that you share and form and the bond that you have with that other person. Show me what else for unexpected for Virgo. They could even be actually, you know, like of so much assistance that they kind of help you to close out this cycle. This is going to come through in the next 2 weeks for those of you that are watching this and resonating. It doesn't matter when you watch this, all my readings are timeless. This is absolutely going to help you to move through the chaos and into calmer waters. And it's with someone else. It's definitely with one other person. See this little hound in the card there? It's even an unexpected resolution or an unexpected connection that you're having that is the result of this. Yeah, it's like a reward for all of this hard work. This actually feels kind of lush, you guys. Thank goodness, because, okay, Spirit's leading me back to that destined pathway. They are. They're leading me back to the personal victories that you will absolutely reap the rewards of if you can stay true to your path. And it is scary. Yeah, it is closing things out. It is walking away from, you know, safety, security, familiarity for a lot of you. The way this is coming through is like, you see no other way. You see no alternative pathways. That's what Spirit's presenting. And if that's where your mindset and your heart have come into alignment, then follow that pathway, my darling, and follow it with a full sense of faith that not only are you supported, yeah, every step of the way by the universe, by your ancestors, by your guides, but that this external support will come into play as well. It really will. For some of you, this is going to be like coming into partnership with someone, yeah, whether it be platonic, professional, or personal, whatever this is. I'm definitely seeing this be something that's very much going to like restore the heart space. yeah? And Spirit is talking a lot about destiny. Yeah, there is something about this difficulty being a part of your destiny, being a part of your path, being a part of your Spirit saying Akashic records and like the plans that we have set for ourselves. There are certain experiences that you must go through in order for this lifetime to progress. And that's what I'm seeing here is like there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of like anxiety. There's a lot of like, am I doing the right thing coming through? From what I can see, you can only see the pathway that you're on, and that's all you need to see. That's all you need to pay attention to at this point in time, because this is the pathway to not only personal enlightenment, but there is something about the wisdom that's being gained, and it's being gained and it's continuing to grow. All right, Spirit's also talking about chains. You might be feeling chained to something, and this is also like this energy of Spirit saying like breaking the chains. Yeah. For a lot of you, this is very close to home. This is very much going to affect the heart space in some way. This is very much like delicate decisions that need to be made. The way that Spirit presents this energy is like you have the fruit within you. You have the knowledge within you. You have the wisdom within you. You have the solution within you. And it can be really hard to see. It can be something that's like super overwhelming, and we can become so caught up in the thoughts. Yeah, we can also become so caught up in the external that we kind of, you know, lose our way, lose the heart-head connection somewhere along the way. If you're really struggling with this, meditate. Yeah, meditate, journal, try to get these things out, yeah, of the head and drop it down into the heart space. Candles might also be really helpful for you guys at this point in time, not only to just like bring in that supportive energy from the elements, but also to like acknowledge that there are powers outside of yourself that are absolutely working towards this same goal that you've got, and they are absolutely supporting you at this point in time. You might be doing candle magic, some of you. All right, anything else? Yeah, so what Spirit's giving me is that for a lot of you at this point in time, it's defending your position. It's defending whatever's coming up within you. It's defending even this knowing that you've got that may not make any sense to anybody else and yet makes perfect sense to you. What I would say is whether or not you're fearful, whether or not there's stress, whether or not there's like anxiety even about moving down this pathway, it is absolutely a destined pathway for you. Yeah, you will absolutely find fulfillment at the end of the day, but you've got to stay true to you. That's what this is all about. I think this latest cycle has all been about like you honoring your personal truth, honoring your personal path, and really getting into alignment with what is the best solution that I can see for myself, irregardless of what anyone else says or irregardless of how that may impact anyone else. And obviously we want to consider other people a lot of the time, of course we do, but never at detriment to yourself. Yeah, and it's something that, you know, as Virgos, I do see you being very analytical. I do understand that that's part of your process, is to be in the mind space, is to really make things make sense, so to speak. But what Spirit's saying here is sometimes you need to actually walk down a certain pathway to get the full picture. Sometimes you need to like be bold, be brave, and yeah, really like bring in all of your internal strength to kind of, it's the courage that you need at this point in time, my darlings. All right, Spirit's saying something about sausage dogs. Yeah, you know, them little snag hounds. Something about sausage dogs or like little dogs is going to be significant for you guys. And there are going to be, you know, not only supportive energies, but I think even a lot of gifts that you find along this pathway when you can honor yourself in a way that's true to your spirit. I promise you now, there will be blessings and gifts and opportunities that will come from left field, from right field, from right up in the heavens, and just kind of like come down to you in that sense. Like you will be blessed if you can stay true to yourself, is how Spirit's presenting this energy. And I think as well, like it's that faith that you're actually in control. You are in control of your destiny. And I would absolutely like say to honor your truth in whatever way it shows up for you, and know that there is a victory at the end of this. All right, Virgo, your reading was kind of whack. My name is Millie. This is the Ghost Bride Tarot. If you got anything from this, let me know in the comments. I am coming back as quickly as I can to get all of this stuff done, but I'm not going to rush the process. Spirit's been, putting me through the ringer a little bit lately, so I'm not going to push myself to get the messages out. I'm just going to let things flow and let whatever comes out come out. I am sending you guys all my love. This is a difficult reading. This is a difficult cycle that we're going through, but there is poetic justice at the end of this for you guys. So taking care of yourselves through it, honoring your truth, definitely like journaling and writing is definitely going to be helpful for you guys at this point in time, because there's so much that's happening up here that I think the heart space is like really struggling to kind of choose, what do we want to look at, what do we want to deal with at this point in time. So kind of writing things down and then reflecting upon what you've written down is going to be helpful in the navigating of this. All right, my darlings, I'm sending you guys all my love, and yeah, let me know in the comments how this all fits for you guys. Bye, my darlings.